Like Game Reviewer here, and welcome to my channel. Remember the Steam refunds when it got out? A lot of developers went, like, they flipped their switch to bitch mode and bitched about it. I think they were ready to make a riot outside and just kill everyone that was like against them or something. It looks like it's turning around. From the way I see from that article from Gamma Sutra, like for example here, the developer of Gunpoint, or developers perhaps, well anyways, Tom Francis, if I remember from the not that I remember, but like this is what he said. Like there's 30. I can say daily sales are up by more than 30%, which is big enough that I don't imagine refunds are completely negating it. And here's the thing: like the sales rate have gone up, and they stay up. This is a really good thing because if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. You're telling your customers that if you don't like the game, you can't refund it. So people that don't want to buy games on Steam, because we all know for a fact that digital games for a long time, I could say to a certain point this time too, when you buy games, you don't have a refund. That was the case. And right now, if I go outside, yes, there is light and there's sun, there's trees and everything. I barely remember it now. But if you go outside and go at GameStop, at Walmart, or any other stores, you buy the game, no refunds. Nothing at all. The second you open it, if you go outside and the case is opened, they know that you opened the case. To them, there's no refund. Because a lot of times there's activation keys, or because of store policies, no refunds. But most of the time, it's because there's an activation key, and it's just impossible to give it to another person. Even if it's used, they can't do that. It's just like impossible here. And with digital sales, it's almost the same thing. As soon as you buy it, you're done. There's no refunds here. Hell, you can't even go on Steam and just transfer it to another account. You can't do that. And I'm really happy about that news because it tells other developers, like, you know what, and other, I would say, business, well, companies or businesses that don't have like a refund type of thing going on, like a refund business going, not business going, but a refund kind of system in their store. That is good because you tell your customers, and it shows because, oh, shut up. And if you go in this little article here that includes quotes from, well, there's another article here. I will find it. It should be here somewhere. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, there it is. Facepunch Gary Newman finds that returning the customer's money solves a lot of problems more than it creates. For example, you can't refund it because, I don't know, like you buy a game and you can't refund it. So you buy the game, you think it's going to work on your system. You later find out that it doesn't, like your system can't handle it. Not because you didn't do your job, it's just because you try to run it and it just doesn't run. Or sometimes the engine just doesn't make it. It flips you the finger, as in, you know, you're using Unity, well, I'm not going to work on your system. Unfortunately, that happens. What do you think happens next? Most of the time, people, like, their bitch switch just flips on and they just go on Steam and write a bad review because of how the game works, not the game itself. Developers may try to, like, damage control this kind of effect, or this kind of, well, that thing happens. Well, with that current situation, for example, it doesn't work all the time. Try to tell that for a person who spent like $60 or $30 to a game, which really doesn't work. You can't even have a refund. You cannot transfer it to someone. He's stuck with a dead game. Yeah, and then you tell him, or you later find out, well, to fix my problem, let's say if he finds out, well, I gotta spend $100, $200, or $300 to change whatever thing on my PC that will make it work. You're pretty pissed off. Both at the developer, at Steam, well, you're just pissed at everyone. Yeah, that solves a lot of problem. It's not really that of a, like a, I would say like of a perfect kind of solution because of this here, and I knew there was something wrong with the refund. The thing in which they say, because this is, and I have to admit, I don't even know how Steam will fix this or try to find a solution for this, but holy shit. It looks like for some developers, what's happening here is that the 2-hour limit. They are well, not players, but people that just creates an account, buy the game, play the game for, like it says here, like an hour and a half or just 1.9 hours. They stop, they ask for a refund, create a story, and they make another game, and they do that. So like they just continue to do that. And do you want? It's really stupid. It's I don't know how they'll do it, but wow, this, you got to be creative to do this. This is shitty, and oh man, I don't know what to say about this. But hey, I'm really happy about the refund system, and developers I seem to see, even with those people here, there's a lot of there's a really long article here that you guys can read if you're interested in the refund system. It's a really good read, but developers seem to like it, and I like it because it gives, like, I would say it gives a good reputation to those developers. Well, anyways, yeah, just a mosquito or something, whatever. Sorry about that. Well, anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about, and personally, I'm really happy to see that the refund system works, and I would say not the people, but developers, including Steam, made a really good decision on that. I'm really happy about it. What do you guys think about the refund system now? I never use it because I always do a lot of work before I buy a game. Look at videos, look at gameplay videos, go on game-debate.com to go there, and just to make sure that the system I have works, but I do anyways. You know, I got a really strong system, but it's not everyone that has that. But I do a lot of work before buying a game, so I know for a fact that if I buy a game, I love it. I'm not going to hate it. If I do, it's my problem. It's not, and yeah, sometimes it happens, but it never did happen to me. But sometimes there are some engines or just games that just really won't work with certain systems. That hasn't happened to me yet, but who knows? Maybe they will. I mean, there's a lot of different kind of engines out there. Anyways, what are your thoughts on the refund system, guys? So, like a reviewer here, and see you next time.